Okay, I'm here. Good. Click launch and Shazam. Shazam. There we go. Shazam. Shazammed it up, baby. So can you see Sid? I'm trying to move myself so that he's in the right frame. Here we go. Select option. Here we go. Fallout 3. Done. There you go. And it's huge. Do you like my new haircut? Because this is officially my wedding haircut. So I had to get my hair cut for the wedding because obviously you need to look nice. The wedding is in a week. A fucking week, and I have to make a whole video which I'm not even nearly close to finishing, but it will be done. I'll have an all-nighter this weekend, and then I'll have a week of sleep, and then Sid's moved to sit in the sun. Oh, look at that. Should we get a Sid cam? I don't think I can do this very easily. Sid cam. Da, 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 da. He's looking at it now. He's like, why are you filming me, human? There we go. Oh, look at that. Yes, he's a good boy, aren't you? He's having a good time. Hello, little cutie. So this is the last episode of this. The next stream where I play, he's getting up. The next stream where I play Fallout, which will be Fallout New Vegas. I'm going to start Fallout New Vegas, and we're going to do a full playthrough of it, start to finish, do all the quests. You know, we're not going to be fucking around like we are in this game. Sid is always handsome. Sid is one of the handsomest cats I've ever come across. And when Sid moves out in 20 years, when he gets old and has to go to a home, we're going to get 2 black cats. But obviously that's a long time from now, and I'm not hoping that happens. I'm just saying. Because apparently black cats are not very popular at shelters, if you know what I mean. Let me close that down. There we go. See where we are. I have no idea. They're not that popular at... Oh, for God's sake. This isn't going to go well. Right, so, because this is the last stream... Fuck off. I can't believe that we are in this situation from last time. I'll be taking advice for game-breaking... No, we're dead. For game-breaking... I'm just going to die over and over again. So, because this is the last episode, we're not going to do anything important. So just... give me shit that would be game breaking that you want me to do, because I can use all the console commands. You know, I can kill anyone, I can turn invincible, anything. It's not a big deal. Can we just get this thing to fuck off though? Why didn't that do anything? I think I broke its tail though. There we go. That should have. Its left claw is crippled. That doesn't seem to be helping me. Pulse mine. No, that's not right. Sid, stop it. Please stop licking your asshole. As soon as I made that tweet, he started doing this. No, I want to save my sniper bullets. I want to do something. What can I... Alright, this will do it. I'm good with laser rifles. Did you just fuck off? God, Jesus, damn it. Right. Raid the Brotherhood Outcast base. Always wanted to see what was inside. Sid's asshole is going to be very clean because he's been going to town on it. Oh no. He was so dignified. Shall I take the camera off him for a minute and just turn it towards my desk? Sid, are you still doing it? Oh, he's still doing it. Sydney, stop it. Sid, stop, please. Well, just don't look at the camera for now. Right, so that's one option. We can go raid the Brotherhood Outcast base. Oh, right. Just you know, we're not fucking around. Oh, I hit the thing. Sorry. Sid does have to be clean, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is turn off that so that I can use some console commands because I'm getting annoyed now. No. Oh, shitty. Bang. Fuck. Shitty bang bang, as they say. Right. I'm gonna use the keyboard for this episode because I need to type while we play. So let me move that there. You think you're gonna kill me? Now you're dead. Now everything's dead. You're dead. All the bears are dead. I don't want to be fucking killed anymore. I've just had a little look. He's not cleaning his arsehole. He's cleaning his back of his foot, so we're okay. Not that he has any shame. He's a cat. I'm great at this game. Everyone's dead. Right. See how well... I mean, I've got... Right, what we're going to do... Here we go. We're going to kill everyone in Megaton using what little shit we have. And the way we're going to do that is by stealing all of the supplies that we need to kill everyone first. Doesn't matter about the karma, because first I need some fucking HP. Hello, Lucas Sims. Could you tell me where the clinic is. Is this it? This is it, isn't it? Clinic, right. Right, we need to sneaky go in. So we need some health. Make sure to get Moira. Ah! Don't even think he knows. He fucking knows. I'm just going to go in here. Okay, here we go. What? He knows, but he's not going to stop me. Right, there's one stim pack. Surely there's more than one stim pack in here. In this entire doctor's office. Do you think he's... Ah! Yeah, you sit there. He sat in a different chair to watch me going in this room. So this leads out. Okay. So we just need to... We've had a bump in viewers since I mentioned that there'd be a Sid camera. What a surprise. The power of Sid. Or we could spawn some... Okay, what we'll do is we'll try two things. First things first. Let's just start off this with a bang and spawn 20 death claws. That's a good idea. And see who wins. Who do you think will win? Because some of these people are indestructible, I'm fairly sure. But before I do that, let me turn my god mode on, just in case. There he is. Perfect. Job well done. I'm just going to see how one gets on first. See, I'm not going to get blamed for this. He's not too fussed about me. Yes! Things! Kill Lucas, quick! Who was that? God, everyone's getting killed. The old man's dead. Me and this Deathclaw are clearly... Oh. Well done, everyone. You did it. 2. Ah! Don't hurt me. I'm harmless in this situation. Oh, is that Lucas gone, or has he made a break for it? Like a wise old oak. Oh, they don't seem to mind me too much, these guys. These are friendly on my part for some reason. Kill Lucas! Kill him! I just walked past that Deathclaw. He's just chilling out. Lucas, where are you? I want to see your dead body. Hello. Why are they ignoring me? Continue your search for Dad. Is that the most pressing thing at the moment, game? I don't know. Yep, well, she's definitely dead. Well, that was Megaton dead. That was surprisingly easy. Who thought 2 animals could kill an entire town worth of people? Right, we're going to go back and see if I can do a similar job as to what these Deathclaws have done. These are Deathclaws that have the headset, so they don't attack me. That got very lucky. How do you know? Oh, they're wearing it. Oh, cool. So these are like friendly ones on my part. That's weird that I managed to accidentally spawn a friendly Deathclaw. Oh, they don't even mind if I shoot them. Not that I would, other than that one shot. Okay, well that was really easy. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to try again, but with just me, and I'm going to try and get through by stealing all the supplies I need. What? That's a good question. Right, my heartbeat is going. I just need to turn that off and take the stim pack I have. There we go. That's much better. We're okay now. What, oh, there's another one. Would I break into any of your stuff? He just hopes I'm not thinking of breaking in, but he's not going to do anything to stop me. God, my medicine level is so fucking low. It's terrible. I feel like we need a little bit more. I need the key. That's what I need. Do you think I can get the key off him by successfully lockpicking him? Stealing it, I mean. Let's just save. Right, here we go. He doesn't have it. He's not got anything. Where's your key? Oh, wait. Do I have to kill him and then I'll get the key? No one will ever know. There we go. What I'll do is I'll put his clothes on and pretend to be him. There we go. Right, let's see how much I have successfully... Oh, look, there's no... You would never know. You would never... I don't know how to move the camera. I've forgotten. No, that's not the right button. Well, we can tell from behind that I'm clearly a... Doc Church. It's very little. Doc Church was always fond of peeling all of his skin off and putting on an ant mask. Let's do this. I'm going to save, just in case I die. I should probably have gone... Because I don't think they're going to be too happy that this guy is dead. I think they're going to... They're going to get mad at me. Oh, no one knows. My disguise has worked. He's like, hello, Doc Church, or whatever that guy's name was. Nailed it. Right. Well, we might as well start with him. He seems like he's a strong guy. Wait for it. Wait for it. Die, die, die. We've got him. That was so easy. No one saw it, I'm sure. Let's go into Lucas's house and hold out if we can find a way to get there. Quick, 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 quick. Danger, you say. Is this it? Oh, it is it. Amazing. Right, we'll be safe in here. What we need to do is drop some weapons. Right, we're ready. This is going well. Who's next? He's going to walk into my chainsaw. Here they come. I think someone's going to come in soon, but I'm not sure. How is Sid? Sid Cam is doing well. He's just sort of rolling around. I think we're going to have to go out if we're going to fight people somehow. Sleep bed? Can't sleep in an own bed. It's not owned anymore. Right, out we go. I think for this we're going to need a weapon. Do you think everyone's forgotten about me? I don't know. Right. I'm sorry that noise was so loud. We got 3 bullets. Are we hidden? Caution. Right, here we go. We can get some sniper bullets on people. Where is everyone? Oh, it's the sniper. It's the actual sniper. Oh, yes! I blew his fucking head off. That was quite an amazing shot. This isn't a killing everyone challenge. Well, I'm going to clear out Megaton, and then I'm going to go from there. So, in these, what I usually do is I usually tell stories about my life. People seem to enjoy that. And it just gives me something like to drone on about, rather, because I don't like to just be like, oh, I shot him. Oh, he's dead. I'm going to do this. A woman. Here she goes. Wait for it. Yes! Fucking hell. God, this is easy. That was a headshot as well. I've only got 1 more bullet, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be completely unstoppable. Let's try the laser rifle. It's the only thing I've put any points in. I'm playing with keyboard, so it's a little bit difficult. Oh my god, I'm unstoppable. What has happened here? These guys are shite. This is going to be my place. I'm going to live here with a bunch of children, because obviously I can't kill the children. Where did you get Sid? I've mentioned this before, but I wonder if I can expand on the story about Sid. Well, I don't know if I've... So we got... When I met my fiancée, we were both living... here he comes. This is so easy. Megaton there won't be much left of it soon. When I met Emma, we were both... I was living with my parents because I had just quit my job. Because I quit my job without having a job lined up, which was a really stupid thing to do. I knew I wanted to be a YouTuber, and basically what happened was I realized one day that I couldn't work in my old job anymore. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I was throwing up almost every day, unfortunately, and I had like severe anxiety, like to the point in which I could barely like cope. So I was just like, well, I can't do this anymore. I'll try and make YouTube videos. And so what I did was...
My dad told me about how you're going to disarm the bomb.
Did he really?
Some stuff for you when you get it done.
This kid is severely uninformed about what's currently going on around Megaton. What do you think of Megaton?
I don't know. I used to like it. But ever since Dad, I don't know.
Oh, he knows that his dad's dead. Oh, that's sad. Oh, and the idea here is that even though Lucas is dead, you can still get paid for disarming the bomb, even though I'm the one that killed him, oddly.
Well, with my dad gone...
He just died. He's been dead for about 30 seconds.
I have to learn to watch out for myself one day.
Oh, this is quite sad, isn't it? I have to go now.
Sorry.
Should we just try this? No, I didn't quite do it. Let's try again. Oop, I have to click on him again. Die, child! He's a very good lander. You could go in for the Olympics. Oop, I have to click. I love the way he just lands perfectly. Sorry, I'm getting too much enjoyment out of this. I keep forgetting to click on him. Nailed it. You just spoke to me. What is wrong with you, child? Okay. Hi, Moira. No one seems to know that I've killed everyone. Well, this was incredibly easy. Right, don't forget Moira. Right, we're going to have to get into the corner. Is she unkillable by any chance? Right, we'll stick with her guard. He's definitely a better person to kill. Because if... Here we go. You see me from here? This is so stupid. Ah, she's making a break for it. Moira! I don't want to hurt you, Moira. You on the toilet? No. What a shame. Right, sorry. What was the story? Oh, yeah, about how I got Sid. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. So then I had to live with my parents because I quit my job without a backup job. And I had just met Emma a few weeks before. Oh, she's making this easy for me. There we go. God, her book will never be written. Oh, what a shame. Amongst other things. Just take what little she has. And so I moved home, and then I was going out with Emma at the time, and Emma had just started a mortgage on this house. So when we get married, I will have a mortgage on this house in basically a few weeks. So she moved in, and then I moved in with her. I knew her for about 3 months when we moved in together, but fortunately we were very close, so it was fine. And Sid lived here before she moved in as well. Like we met the owner. He was an Australian guy, which is why he's called Sid for Sydney, we believe. God, this is so ridiculously easy. He's slightly aware that I'm here. I feel like I should do something else, because this is very much... Oh, let's just shoot him anyway. There we go. Oh, really? Am I going to pay for it? So Sid for Sydney lived here, and the guy who owned him wanted to... just going to go for it now. Wanted to take him with him, so Sid had had all his shots, and he was going to move to America, to Australia. Our little Sid, the world's most nervous cat, was going to get shipped to fucking Australia and kept in a box for 3 months while they went through quarantine. And so me and Emma were like, you know, we really like a cat. We're going to get one from a shelter anyway, like, once we move in. You know, we can look after Sid if you're sure, you know, if you aren't sure if you think it's worth taking him. And it was really hard for him to leave Sid behind because he's such a fucking darling cat. But it was really, like, Sid had to live here for 5 years because he was renting this house out without his owner. He was just being looked after by the people that rented the house, while the owner lived in, I think he was living in New Zealand. And so Sid's a bit crazy now and has a lot of abandonment issues because every time he basically got used to some owners, I imagine, they left because obviously they were just renting. I'm just horrifying things I'm doing while telling this lovely wholesome story about Sid. Oh, no, that's a child. We can't shoot the children. Or is it a child? I can't really tell. Okay, so this challenge is basically done. I was expecting it to be a bit harder than that, but it was quite straightforward. So when we got... So all of this stress, so he had all these abandonment issues, and like whenever we left, he'd get really upset. I feel like I've conquered this place. I'm going to go somewhere else. And he was sick all the time, which is really sad. Like, we might as well finish off things. God, this is ridiculous. This is so easy. What's happening? It's one of those death claws I've killed. I've gotten too good at this. So then, so Sid was sick almost every single day. When we moved our shoes, he'd get really upset. Like he would get really upset by like shoes moving around or furniture. He's a lot better now. He still gets a bit funny, but like if we moved the sofa out to clean it and he came in and it was moved, he'd get really upset and like throw up. So he was a really stressed little guy. Now he's, as you can see, he's stretched out like a proper cat. He's having a good time. I need to think of something else to do, but I'll just keep telling this story until it's finished. Otherwise, I'll never end up telling it. What else? And now he's fine. So like, because we don't leave him all the time, like we've had him for like 3 or 4 years. He's calmed down. He's never sick anymore. Almost never. Like maybe like once every couple of months he'll throw up. So me and him had a lot of that in common. When I moved in, I was throwing up all the time as well because I was still like getting over my old job. So we were both little stressed creatures together living in this house. But now we're both better and we're not sick anymore, so that's quite cool. Because of my YouTube job, even though it is slightly stressful, it is still the best job I could ever have hoped to have in my entire life. So thank you all so much for changing my life, because without you, I might still just be throwing up every day in stress because I could not do an office job. It was too difficult. Right, so we'll leave it at there. I'll stop telling that story. It's a good story. It's not meant to be depressing. It's meant to be happy. So Megaton managed to kill 1 Deathclaw. Let's see how these guys do. Do you think these guys will be better? I imagine they probably will be. So, here we go. Let's get... Now, has the code saved, do you think? Yeah, it has. Here we go. We'll spawn 1. That's what we did in Megaton. We'll see how this guy gets on. Then we'll spawn 2, and then we'll spawn 3, and so on. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's dead already. Brothers to arms! Oh my god, they did it! They blew my arms off, you bastards. Welcome. I wonder if they'll put it together that I'm responsible for this. It's weird that they're not using laser weapons. Jesus, 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 guys, you're gonna kill everyone. Yeah, I mean, the death claws basically kill. See, he's had his legs crippled, so he's doing well. Quick, kill him! No, I'm gonna get killed as well. Oh my god. Come on, you guys can do it. Is there anyone left? Quick! You can do it! Brotherhood of Steel Knight. I think that's everyone. I think it's over. They didn't do. Oh no, we've got a guy! Oh, there we go. Right, I was about to tell a different story. Can you guys remind me what it was? I don't know if there was actually something that I was about to say. Oh, I sent here's a story about. Now I have to be very vague about this. Is there someone here that can't die that's just going to keep coming back to life? Well, Megaton wins then. Yeah, Gunny is not. Gunny is now going to be living in this perpetual nightmare for the rest of his life, and I'm just going to leave him. Oh, there he is. This poor man. I think he's trying to make a break for it. So basically, I've been my anxiety has been awful the last few days because basically, and I can't give any details of this because obviously it would be out of order, and I think it goes against something I have. But basically, I had to send my first RC email as a YouTuber, like from my. Oh, he's doing it! Come on, don't run towards him. Run away. He managed to kill one of them. So basically, I had to. I think, you know, like because of the way emails work, like people can just ignore you even though they really should be responding, and it's basically their job to respond, and they're basically just not doing their job. You did it, Paladin. He's hidden behind there. It's over. You've survived. Are you impressed with yourself?
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh, my apologies, stranger. I thought you were one of these worthless initiates. I swear these kids would be lost without me here to.
Yes, all these kids would definitely be lost. Right, I'll leave you to it.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go throw these fish on a shoot strike.
Should we see? Should we see the result of him gonna go seeing if he can teach these fish to shoot straight? And so all my emails I send out are obviously really nice. I don't like I'm very bad at confrontation, and I'm very bad at being aggressive. But Emma was like, you need to send a rude email because otherwise they're just because basically these people have been ignoring me for months and months on end, and it's a really important thing that I had to get sorted out. So I had to be like, this is unacceptable. The way you are treating me is completely out of order. I want this sorted out by the end of the week. I need it now. Everything you've done up to this point has been unacceptable. And I felt so stressed sending that email. And it was from my like up is not jump email. It was like a proper business email, and I just hated it. I've never had to do that, and I really didn't like it. In my old job I would occasionally have to do it as like in pharmaceuticals. It would really stress me out, but it was the first time to do it as that. So I've broken the seal of being a nice YouTube channel. I hate it so much. It's nasty, but it's, you know, what it is people, whoever they were, I can't say obviously. Just basically, I had no option, unfortunately, but to do that, and it's really stressful. Yeah, hey fucker, get your shit sorted out, or you'll get wrecked. Just send that. Right, so we did that. That went very well. Is there anything else you guys would like me to do? What VR games do you plan on making reviews on? I'll answer that when I can think of a thing to do in this game. Let me have a look around. I'll look on my map and see what we've got. So the games I plan on doing... Ooh, I moved the camera, I think. The games I plan on doing reviews on... I'm going to do Minecraft next, because that's had a resurgence in popularity, and I'm actually a really big fan of Minecraft. I've been playing it ever since it... I have to change my controls back. I played it from when the beta came out, before it was even like available as a game. I was playing the beta, which was like £10, and then you got a free copy of the game when it was finished, which little did you know would be a huge phenomenon. Okay, let's go. So I would really like to review Minecraft because I have a lot to say about it. I think Minecraft is possibly one of the best games ever made. Funnily enough, I do think it is the bee's knees, as they say. Right, so what's going on here? Should we just pointlessly try and free the slaves without getting caught? See how we get on. Because they think that I am a good friend because I've been enslaving people. So we'll try that. So I'm going to do it. I have a lot to say about Minecraft. I think it's a really wonderful game. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably stream Minecraft VR for a while. Alright, first person we have to save is Sammy.
God, Wade, you gotta help us. You gotta get us out of here.
What's this guy doing? He's trying his best.
The fuck you looking at, huh?
Oh, you're in trouble now. Lucky break there, he almost got away.
Ain't none of them getting nowhere. Not with them collars on. Asshole should have known better.
Oh, he didn't get far. Why is he wearing a Boy Scout outfit? Like, what the fuck is that about? Yeah, I'll probably mod Minecraft in VR and talk a lot about that. So that'll be really fun. And then I'm going to do Alien Isolation. I'm going to do No Man's Sky. I'm going to do Boneworks. I think all that will be really fun. Problem about Minecraft in VR that I used to one of the ways, no, I'm going to try and work out how to save these people. One of the things I would do to help with my hilarious anxiety that I mentioned from time to time. Oh, I'm really good friends with the slavers. Right on, thanks. So I don't know if the slaves will trust me when I try and break them out. One of the things I used to do was I would put on, I think I would activate it so that it was always raining in Minecraft, and then I would put headphones in and play the sound of rain, and then like lie in bed and just play Minecraft with the sound of rain and it always raining and just build stuff, and I always found that really relaxing. So I have a lot to say about it. I think it's a really wonderful game. I don't know how to save these people. I don't even know where to start.
Hey, lady.
Here we go.
Can you get us out of here?
Sure. How can I get you out of here?
Can't you just shoot them all?
I can. That would be very easy.
Well, I mean, Squirrel thinks maybe he could use the computer in here to turn off the collars.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Squirrel's good with computers, and they don't know he made this one work again. But it's not connected or something. Hang on. I'll get Squirrel, and he can tell you what to do.
Yes, today is going to be another up is not takeout day for sure. Well, the thing is that Emma... So, my beautiful and wonderful fiancée, soon-to-be wife, Emma.
You're the Mungo that's helping us, huh?
You're a child!
Jamie says you want to know the plan. Well, listen up, Mungo, because it's a good one. I'm super smart.
Okay, tell me the whole plan.
Okay, cool. You'll like it, really. It's going to work. I know it.
I'm sure it will.
We're
Come on.
behind the fence here. But even if we get past the fence and the Mungos with guns, we still can't leave. They got these collars on us, right? They get blow up if we try and get out. No way to get the collars off, so we gotta stop them from blowing up.
I don't think I've ever done this quest before, funnily enough. This is quite interesting because I think what I would do I would just find this place in the old game and kill everyone and then just let the slaves out, and I think all their heads would blow up or something. So Emma is a wonderful, lovely lady. Oh, what have I done? But basically, I really like cooking. Oh, I fucked all this up. Wait, where's the game gone? Here it is. Sorry, I get confused. So basically, I've cooked for Emma every meal we've ever had for basically the last 2 years. So Emma doesn't know how to cook anymore. So when I'm streaming, if she's here, she can't cook as she's like, I can't cook dinner. I don't know how to cook anymore. So we have to get takeaway when I'm playing this game. I'm with you so far. We need to use the computers to turn off the collars.
So I found this old terminal.
Yes.
Dusty, but it turns on with a little fixing. Like I said, I'm super smart. I know they use a terminal to turn the collars on and off. So if you can link the terminals, I can turn the collars off and they won't even know.
Cool. I've never done
Just
this.
gotta open the fence, sneak past the Mungos with guns, and get the hell out of here.
I suppose they're
Sounds
gonna
good,
wait
right?
till nighttime.
Win?
Sure. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just thought, since it's the last stream of this game, we might as well do something interesting. I haven't got the overlay. This should say quests accepted up here. Where's the terminal,
I
buddy?
told you. It's in the boss guy's room. You gotta sneak in there or something.
Cool. Well, they all like me now, so I should be able to free everyone I've enslaved. I can. This could be me. Saving the day to make up for all my sins that I've done in this thing. Oh, it's like, yeah, it looks like a squirrel cam, doesn't it? Sid, are you a squirrel? Sid! He's fast asleep. Oh dear. So, this is me going up for my, undoing my sins. I don't know. I'm meant to be I can't. I'm losing track of what's going on. So, you're like, I'm not that good with computers. I'm fine with computers.
Oh, come on. Listen, if you can't make that work, there might be one other way to do it. Even for a stupid mungo like you. There's a junction box along the wall in the eating area. Switch a few cables there, and we're good. So there you go.
Oh, thank you.
You better be pretty good at fixing stuff. You better learn how to use a terminal real fast.
Cool. Let's get started then. Right. Now now that we're going to do this, we have an idea. We're going to free the slaves to make up for all the awful things that Doc Church has done. I forgot I was still wearing Doc Church's clothes. Let's put on something else. So we try and make Sid something else before we do anything else. What can we make Sid? Mungo means adult, because they're from small town, and that's what they call adults. Okay, what else can we make Sid? I think Squirrel is basically the best name we're going to get for Sid. What else can we call him? These are just slavers. I imagine the slavers will let me in their boss room. Right, what have we got here? Who else can we make Sid? This guy looks important.
Jotan.
Is that a name that's not quite Sid's name?
No, it is not nice. What do you want?
Bye.
That was a different person saying bye. No, it is not nice. Bye.
I swear. This is your last mistake, little bartender. Over here!
Jesus. I was going to try and save him, but I have to save the slaves, I imagine.
Hello, I am your...
I have to go now. None of these people have funny enough names to be Sid. Sid is a very big cat and needs something nice. I wouldn't mind talking to my dad. Now, it's in the big boss's room. I'm not actually sure. Is that the big boss? That looks like the big boss. That woman's got pink arms because the textures for her haven't loaded. Right, well, let's go in and see what it's like in here. Ooh. Get some sleep there. You cannot wait in this location. Okay. Oh dear, that ain't good. Platon29, the Tony 4. What a name, Jesus. Says, apart from Minecraft, how else did you try and manage your anxiety? Well, I feel like, I don't know, it seems like everyone has anxiety nowadays. My anxiety is mostly around the fact that
Welcome to Paradise Falls.
Are you the...
Don't mind me.
Oh, this...
Daddy don't pay no attention to us.
You don't like me talking to Johnny's without.
That's a good name for Sid.
You must be out.
Eulogy Jones.
Paradise Falls can accommodate your needs.
This isn't the big boss, is it?
No judgments, no. Now. Paradise Falls is...
God, I can have some really evil conversations. Look at this fucking woman. Evil conversations with this woman. So, it was kind of like the same approach to how I got my YouTube to be really big. Eulogy is the leader. Okay, we'll go back in there. Thank you. I imagine there'll be a computer somewhere in here I can use. It's kind of like the same with my YouTube. Basically, what I did was, when I was... I'm trying to think about how to explain this. So for like my whole life, I basically just was focused on getting a good education, working hard, getting a good job and working hard, regardless of whether or not I enjoyed it, if you know what I mean. I think a lot of people probably do this. But like, everything, all of... it was just not right for me, like everything. I was making myself... I think of the best way to explain exactly how I got so anxious, and I think a lot of people end up doing this themselves. Well, it's just you spend your whole life doing stuff that makes you stressed, but you just ignore it because you are told it's what you should be doing. And it's like, oh, doing such and such makes me really stressed. It's like, oh, well, you've got to get used to it. Like, when I was in my office job, No, I locked myself out. Shit. No. Oh, no, what have I done? So this is quite a weird story about me. So basically, I was stressed at my old job so much. I was just like, I can't do this job. I can't work in this office. I hate it here so much. And so I went to see, like, the company themselves, because I was throwing up all the time. The company themselves set up a psychiatrist for me to see. And so I went to see a psychiatrist. And she was just like, we need to put you on an enormous amount of medication. And I was like, what? And she was like, the only way we're going to deal with this is we're going to go through a long, structured series of drugs. And so I was like, okay. And this was to help me with anxiety around my job that I couldn't cope with. So I was so stressed, I was like throwing up and having like panic attacks. And so she started me on this huge, I was on everything. I was an anti-schizophrenic, hallucinogenic, basically people who had like delusional disorders where they thought, because I looked it up. I was like, I only looked it up after. At the time, I never really gave it much thought. I looked it up afterwards. It was all anti-schizophrenic medication, some of it. I was like, where the hell am I on? Well, this was afterwards when I stopped seeing it. And I remember I lost all emotions for a while. So I'm fine now, and it's not a big deal. Well, actually, it was quite funny because it worked out really well, this story, because what happened was I was with my ex, who isn't Emma, obviously, because I said ex. And I'd known for a while that I wasn't that interested in her. And I was looking to break up with her. But it's hard breaking up with people, but because I was on all this medication, I lost all emotions. It was quite strange, actually, when I broke up with her, because I was like, okay, now I was like, I can deal with this now. My anxiety's calmed down. I think I'm ready to like break up with this girl. And so, how am I going to get these people out? So when I did it, this was really awful. And this was just because of all the medication I was on. She got really upset, and I was like, why are you upset? This is fine. You will meet someone else. I'll meet someone else. Everything's fine. But it was because I was on all this fucking medication. I had absolutely no emotions. It was really, really weird. I just didn't understand at the time why she was upset, and that's really not cool. Here he is. Because it was just, I had no emotions. I just couldn't, and when she got upset, I was like, why is she upset? I didn't understand. Like, I turned into a psychopath. It was fucking horrible. But obviously it all worked out for the best, because I wanted to break up with her anyway, and then I met Emma, so it was all fine. But yeah, it wasn't cool, man. It was a very dark time in my life. So, but I was just, I don't know. Speech. They must pay you really well to put up with this boring job. I was just wondering, really. But this was like 5 years ago. I'm a different person now, and I do regret everything that happened there. I was just wondering, really. I figure you must do it more than I would. Just because getting broken up with by someone who has no emotions, I imagine, isn't the greatest experience. Okay, so I was just wondering, really. I figure you must make more than others. It seems like you do most of the way around here. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It just seems like you would be doing more than this. You should be doing more than this. Come on.
I mean, yeah. I ain't exactly in charge here, but I'm Eulogy's right-hand man. Some other jackass should be pulling nighttime guard duty.
Sid's just showing you his ass.
Have a little chat with Eulogy about that.
40 the cat. Oh, no, 40's off. This purple-armed woman's really freaking me out. Alright, 40's been distracted. I don't know how they're all going to get past everyone here. Let me put this on.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
There's a lot of conversations going on here. Let's just go over here. Okay, we've done it.
So what's the deal, Mungo?
We sorted him out. The card's out of the way. Get moving. I'm going to love this. Should I save the game? I think they're all going to die. Okay, the guard's out of the way. Now get moving.
Don't worry. We're out of here. Me and Sammy can make it no problem. The drain in the bathroom is small. We'll fit through, but Mungo's can't. But you gotta tell Penny it's time to go. She's being all dumb and won't listen to us. You gotta talk to her.
Why won't she leave?
This Mungo, Roy McLaren. She got all sweet on him or something. I don't know. It's some stupid girl thing. But they threw him in the box because he was giving them shit. And they won't let him out. So Penny says she ain't going until she knows he's safe. I told her she's stupid.
So what do I do? Where's Rory?
Hell, I don't know. Go talk to her.
Alright.
Me and Sammy are getting out of here now, though. If you can get her to come, meet us east of here after you're out.
Okay. Let's see if they get seen. There's Eulogy, the owner of the entire thing. What are those children doing running into Paradise Falls? Never mind. So yes, so I know that story all sounds very bleak, but this is going somewhere. I am going to finish the story, and it's a happy ending, and I will give people advice as well based on my own experiences. Oh, the game's frozen. Let's open it back up. So that all obviously didn't work, and then basically the straw that broke the camel's back is because she said, "I'm going to put you on Metazapam," and I said to her, like, and these drugs weren't working. They were just making me like really weird. They weren't making me happy. They were just, because the problem was that I hated my job and I couldn't cope with it, and it was stressing me out too much. So taking medication obviously won't work because the problem was the job made me stressed. It wasn't because I was stressed and I had an emotional problem. Oop, I turned it back up. It was because I needed a new job, one that didn't make me really stressed. And then as soon as I started doing YouTube, all of my symptoms went away, and I'm much better now. I still get stomach aches, but I'm much, much better. How much of that have I lost, do you think? I think everything I've just done has not been saved. Oh no, I just have to talk to 40 again. So she was like, we're going to put you on Metazapam, which is I think it's just an anti-anxiety. It's a fairly standard one, but the side effects are hilariously huge. It makes you really, really hungry and gain loads of weight. It makes you sweat when you sleep to the point in which like you wake up in puddles of sweat. And also, if you take one, where's 40 gone? At any time, I'll wait here and you might come back. Oh, she was awful, this woman. And if you take one, you'll just sleep. So you could take one at 8 in the morning and you will fall asleep for the rest of the day. They're really powerful sedatives as well. And I knew all of this. And I was like, I really don't want to go on this. Please, I really think this is a bad idea. And she just basically insisted and was like, I'm going to write you a prescription. I recommend you take this. So I took it. And then just felt... And it makes you feel fucking awful because it makes you so tired because it's such a strong sedative. Look at all this conversation that's going on. Oh, for God's sake. Right, we'll get him to take a break. Easy. I know how to make you take a break. Oh no! 40's dead. Now you can leave your pen, children. Here we go.
So, begin this.
Wait, let me get lost here. Sorry. Here we go.
So what's the deal, Mungo?
I say 40. 40 won't be bothering you. So you can leave. Alright, I'll talk to her. Why won't she actually leave? Blah, blah, blah. What do I do? We'll talk to her and find Rory. 40. I can't believe 40 is fucking dead. Yes. His long and illustrious career is over. He's just... Look at him. That's the face of a man who's lived a full life. So, after that, I never saw her again. I cut off all communication. I stopped seeing her. The funny thing is that she should have got in touch to contact me and said that, why haven't you come in? You've been on all this medication and now you've stopped taking it all. Because I just stopped. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This isn't helping. But she had been mailing me instead of emailing me. Every time she tried to get in touch with me, she wrote me a letter and posted it to my fucking house. So apparently what she had been doing, and this is why I never heard from her, because she...
What is it? Can't you see that I'm watching the cards?
I didn't live in that house anymore, and I told her numerous times.
I'm watching. They switch it up a little bit every day.
Alright, they need to get... So their things are... I can't be bothered to help these people. I'm getting bored of this mission. And so I told her to stop fucking sending me mail, but she just wouldn't. So I never got her advice. She was like, why haven't you... I don't know what I'm doing now. This gate doesn't go anywhere anyway. So I'm going to go somewhere else. I can't be bothered with these people. I've saved the children. I don't care anymore. I'm going to do some exploring because I just want to tell this story. I'm not going to get to tell it otherwise. Let's go up here. We're going to go up into this area and see what there is. And we're going to explore. So, let's make it daytime so I don't have to deal with this. I've never really told this story because I've kind of forgotten about it all, but it's a very funny story. So, so she was emailing me like, why, mailing my house like, why haven't you come in? You know, if you're going to stop coming in, that's fine. But here's like, you know, your medication needs to be taken at these, you know, this amount. You need to keep getting prescriptions from your doctor. I never got any of this because I moved house. And I never heard from her again. After seeing her for like 4 months on this enormous, rigorous routine of taking medication, I just never heard from her again because she had my email address and she had my phone number, but she never rang and never sent me an email. Fucking bizarre, I tell you. Psychiatrists are fucking... And do you know how much she got paid? This was private. I never paid this because my company sent me to her because of all the sickness I was having. She charged £300 an hour. I just think, fuck me, man. What a life. What a fucking life. So there you go. So I think that's all hilarious. So that was a good time. And so the way I ended up dealing with it is I have so how I deal with my anxiety is I see a hypnotherapist, oddly enough, and I find that it works absolute wonders, and that's basically it. So the way I have the same woman, so what she does is she sits me down. It's a robot. And I'm fine. This all makes me sound like I have a lot of... I'm perfectly fine. All I do is struggle from mild anxiety. Other than that, I'm fine now. Everything's fine. I'm completely over everything I've just said. And she just like asks about my daily routine. She's like, "What do you do in the morning? What are you doing? Like what bothers you? What's wrong?" And so then she'll be like, "Well, you know, you're having anxiety because you know you're not exercising enough. Like you've told me what you do. In a whole month you haven't exercised at all." And she just kind of like gives you basic advice, and then based on that, then she then does a hypnotherapy tape that kind of reinforces all this advice. She says, "Make sure you exercise. Don't work too hard." Like obviously that sounds very nebulous, but it's a lot more specific than that. And I just listen to that 2 or 3 times a week, or when I'm stressed, and I find it very relaxing, and then I'm usually okay. She also teaches me something, and so I listen to a hypnotherapy tape 3 times a week or so. And she also taught me something called an emo log, which is you write down, if you're feeling anxious, you write down, what's wrong? You answer that question, you write it down. And then the next question is, what is it really about? Like, think about it more. Like, say like you're, like, oh, I'm stressed. And it's like, what is it really about? Oh, I'm worried about, I don't know, the gardener coming to the house. I don't know. And it's like, what is it really about? And it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna have to let him in and he'll be in my garden all day and I won't be able to focus on work. I don't know where I've got this example from. I don't have a gardener. So, and then the next one will be, what can I do about it now to help relieve this problem? And then you think up solutions and you write them down. And then it's like, what can I do to completely remove this worry in the future? Like, what things can I put in place now that means this won't happen again? And it could be like, oh, get rid of the gardener. You know, do the gardening myself. I don't know. So those are the 2 things I do, and I find that those combined with having a job where I'm not in an office mean that I'm fine, basically. Whereas when I was in an office, I was very sick. So there you go. I've just rambled on for quite a long time. But that's what streams are for. About me rambling. Sid is having the best time, isn't he? I fear the gardener every time he visits. My grass is green. My blood pressure is high. So it's really good because I think what a lot of people do with their stresses is they say to themselves, if I don't think, and this is a really important one. I found this is the most important thing I've learned, and this is what this woman taught me. She's not a therapist or anything. She's just a really smart hypnotherapist that can give you good advice, as opposed to a horrible therapist that gives you loads of medication. Go away! I don't want to fight you. I'm having a fun time. I need some grenades. That's what I need. And then he forgot to tell everyone the final piece of advice to help them. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shabam! That was a good hit. He's getting closer. Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. So what all that is about, like the hypnotherapy and writing down what is called an emo log, what it makes you do is it makes you think about what's wrong, and come up with like ways to overcome it all the time. Whereas in the past, what I would do is I thought, if I just don't think about this, I'll stop feeling anxious and it will go away. But it's actually kind of the opposite. To deal with anxiety and stuff, you have to actively sort of tackle what's making you feel bad. You know, talking about it and coming up with ways to deal with it is much better than not thinking about it. I'm going to have a really tough time fighting this thing. Because basically, like, if you push it down, it stays there. Whereas if you bring it up to the top and deal with it constantly, it will be easier. There's actually a book. This is just a fictional book, but it's a really, really good book called Regeneration, which is it's about World War II, and I think it's during World War II it happens. Sid keeps like changing his position. He's just like rotating around the floor. So the point being, I don't know where I'm going with this. So Regeneration is a very interesting story because even though it's fiction, oh for God's sake, I would recommend reading it for any. It's quite a difficult book to read, unfortunately, because it's very. Oh dear, I knew that was going to happen. Photoshop a gardener into Damn You Son. So Regeneration is a book about a psychiatric hospital for people who in World War II had undergone like really stressful, I'm trying to leave, experiences. And that's what all of the doctors' therapy in that was, getting people to talk about what really stressed them out. Like a lot of them, like it was like people saying like, none of this, I don't think any of this was based on a true story, I'm not sure. But it'd be like, you know, such and such is having night terrors, and he found if he got him to basically experience it during the day while he was awake, you know, talk about it and get his emotions out, then in the nighttime he was a lot better. And it's the same kind of thing as that with anxiety. You can't repress it, you need to like talk about it, and that's what the writing it down is about. You face it, and that's why you write it down, because it makes it real and you kind of pull it out of yourself and put it on paper. So that's what I find is very helpful. But as I say, I'm fine. I don't have that serious. If I do all of this, generally I'm fine. And don't drink. That's very important. The more you drink, the worse it will get. As in, not like problematic drinking. I just mean like drink less and it will get better. Because drinking's fun. I have nothing against drinking. But I find the less I do it, the better I feel. Which is a shame, because who doesn't love partying? So there you are. I know I got a bit carried away with that there. I'm just sort of exploring the north now. So let's follow this path and see if we find anything interesting. I was bored of helping those children. I did not have any... Weird annoying Chaz says, I had never drunk alcohol in my life and I never intend to. Yeah, I think it definitely has its ups and downs. Depends really. Like, I'd say it's definitely, if like in London everyone drinks a lot because they're always out. Like it's a very like party hip swinging place. But I do wonder what life would be like without alcohol. I think everyone would be a lot happier. But at the same time, I really like going out with my friends and having drinks. So it's difficult to really say what the right thing to do is. I think I would definitely be healthier. I would feel healthier. You know, because drinking is like, you know, you don't, like afterwards I find you don't sleep very well, you feel kind of crap the next day, it's bad for your skin, it makes you gain weight. But it's really fun, you know. I don't approve nor disapprove of it. I can kind of see both sides. I've leveled up, finally. Wonder what I'll pointlessly put my point. Oh, he's got a missile launcher. Shit. I wonder what I'll pointlessly put these points I've unlocked into. There we go. Easy. Oh, I get ID'd as well. Don't you worry. I'm turning 30 next year, and I still get ID'd fucking constantly. I don't know if this is even hitting this guy. I think I'm just gonna kind of accept that. Oh no, he's dead now. Right. Well, there we go. Right, where should we have a look? Should we explore something? So it's up there. But yeah, feel free to keep asking me questions. I'm opening up slightly more than I feel I should do, but I've done it now. Here's all the drugs I used to take when I was undergoing therapy. But yeah, I think drugs help a lot of people. I don't find they help me at all. At all. As in prescription drugs, not like, I don't know, other drugs. WKML. I wonder what... Ah! I just found that they made me feel so unwell that I just felt worse because of all the side effects. Well, we're using an energy weapon. We might as well just continue with that. There you go. Now there should be a high energy weapon perk I can use now. Nope, apparently not. There's nothing here. Should we go cannibal and eat some people? There you go. Seems legit. Can we eat this scorpion ash pile? Have you played Terraria? No, I haven't. I have nothing to add. I'm sure I would probably quite like it if it's anything like Minecraft. Oh, look at those eyes. He is so good at looking at the camera. I've never known. He's look. He's just looking straight. What is wrong with you? How do you know? If I ever have to get another like friend, I don't know what, another cat to help me. You're never going anywhere. Don't you worry. I would never fire you. I think it's going to be a real nightmare because filming Sid literally takes like 10 minutes for every video. He is a doll face, aren't you? You're going to try and climb on the desk. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Just want to see what will happen if you climb on. I think the game's about to shut down. He's climbing on the desk. That's his tail here. That's his tail hitting the microphone. So what is in here? We have a button. Oh, we turned on a signal. Bravo, Kilo. I imagine this is going to be important for something. I think with these, as you get closer to the signal beeps more or something. I think he's going to settle back down. We can get the Sid cam back on soon, don't you worry. Right, let's go to this. Let's turn that off, because this isn't going to make us happy. There must be something. There's nothing very interesting around the horizon, is there? We want to go this way. Here we go. We can go towards those. They look interesting. So, oh yeah, so people were asking a lot about my name. I've said this a few times, so I'll be quite brief. Up is Not Jump is taken from the Angry Video Game Nerds video where he reviews Batman. If you watch part 1, I think it is, you'll see him do a rant where he complains about the Batman game where the jump button is up and it causes him loads of problems because every time he wants to shoot up, he jumps instead. And he's like, and that's a good reason why the fucking up button shouldn't be fucking jump. Oh god, I don't want to die. Because all of my, like, JonTron happened because of the Angry Video Game Nerd. And I happened because of JonTron. So we're all basically just inspired by the same person. He did it all, man. Same with H-Bomber Guy, Scott the Was, JonTron, everyone, you know, it's all... Oh, don't be sorry, Electro Viper, it's fine. Templars today, there you go. It's all the angry video game nerd. He basically created comedic video game reviews. I don't know if Yahtzee of Zero Punctuation was inspired by him. It's difficult to know, really. But he is a genius, the angry video game nerd. The angry video game nerd created a genre of entertainment, basically. And what I do falls under what he invented, definitely. You know, I would never have been able to do what I do without him. He inspired all of it, just like JonTron. JonTron kind of inspired the editing side, whereas the angry video game nerd inspired the just the general theme of reviewing a video game. I don't think you can put links in, no. I am going to fix all this. Before Sunday's stream next week, all of this is going to be fixed. And we'll have overlays on the streams. It's all going to get a bit more official, because I think we're going to jump from having like 70, 100 viewers to 1,000 each time, because I have never, ever promoted these streams. And I'm hoping that once I do, we'll have a bit of an influx of people watching. Ah! So we'll have a real community by then. I'm just trying to get to these things over there and see what's up there. You dared, fool. There are so many of these bloody bears around. No, 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 no. There we go. Let's just take the buff out as well. I'm pretty sure I'm addicted to a lot of drugs now. I have moderators at the ready, yeah. I think I'll need to work out I need to work it out. I've got one person, the same person that mods Miniature Nerd stuff, but he doesn't watch all the streams. I'm going to get in touch with a bunch of people that I know watch regularly. I'll probably make Up Is Not Memed the moderator, but he's not here, so he's no good to me now. Because Up Is Not Memed has watched every single stream I've ever made. Oh, look, there's some places over there. What's this? I should probably save. So I'll organize that. And then I'm gonna... And that'll be really fun. And I think that'll be really cool. And I'll have lots of people watching. Fun times. My streaming will have no effect on the number of This Is Why videos because it's only 2 hours a week. And I don't edit the streams down and upload them to my YouTube channel. I have someone helping me now. Thanks to my patrons who basically afford everything that allows the channel to keep going. Without them, my channel wouldn't be able to keep going. No way. Ah, it's Super Mutants. Ah! Right, so, who wants to ask me another question? Because I have nothing to talk about, and I'm talking too much about streaming, and these videos go on my YouTube channel. So everyone listening on YouTube, I will try and think of other things to talk about other than streaming, because you don't watch the streams. But no, it won't affect the number of... That's the whole point of this, is that it's just like a little side thing that I do, and it has no impact on my main YouTube channel. I still make the same amount of videos. It's just diversifying my portfolio, as they say. Right, Chinese assault rifle. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. It's not happening, it's not happening. Yeah. So, I've been having a little bit of trouble at the moment. Might as well ask what you guys think. This is quite personal, so keep it to yourselves, all 100 people watching. Because this is someone's asking about Emma. This is kind of a similar. I think he's even hitting him. I need to try something else. I don't think this is working. I've got loads of points in my laser rifle, don't I? Actually, I won't tell the story I'm about to tell until later. It's a little bit too personal, and I should probably wait until it's sorted out. It's nothing serious, it's fine. So, someone asked about how you and Emma met. I'm curious about that. Yeah, we met on Tinder, that's right. I wonder if there's a way to tell the story in an interesting way. Bam. I'll blow your face off. I don't know why I'm doing this. No, his head's gone. So, we We've saved these people. These people.
Someone.
There you go. She's alright. She will suffer no more. I think I'm turning into a psychopath, clearly. So me and Emma met on Tinder, which is that app that allows you to meet people. I've mentioned, but I don't know if there's anything about it that I haven't mentioned. Campus today. Because I've told the story a few times, I would rather kind of mention it in a way that I haven't spoken about it. Let's see. We met on Tinder. I think the funniest thing about our first date, so we met on Tinder basically, and we just went on a date the next day, because a lot of people like chat a lot on Tinder, but I wasn't up for that. I was just like, hello, do you want to meet up tomorrow? And she was like, yeah, alright, and then we met the next day, and that was the end of it, basically. The funny thing about her, when I first met her, is she couldn't sit down the day I met her properly, because she had been to basically like a festival the day before, and it was the last night, so she got like really drunk and fell down a couple of stairs, like pavement stairs, and both of her knees were just so badly cut that she had 2 bandages wrapped around each of her legs. And so that was the first time I was like, oh hi, what's wrong with your knees? Like, and she was wearing a skirt because she couldn't wear trousers or anything because her knees were so badly fucked. She was like, oh, I fell down some stairs last night. And it's like, oh, okay. And she couldn't sit in any of the chairs at the bars without me like helping her down. I've been in this room. So I thought that was very sweet. She did a lot of things while we were going out that should have warranted me not being interested, but none of it bothered me at all. Like, I think I've probably said this before, but it's very funny. I'm going to tell all 100 of you that she, on our 3rd date, I had known her for about 10 days. We basically went on, so I'd say about 10 days. It was a barbecue at a friend's house, so we all went, and I was meeting all of her friends for the first time, and it was really nice. And she was sitting next to me, talking to her other friend, being like, "I really, really love him," and I was like, and then like her friend that she was talking to saw that I heard, because she was like facing me and Emma was facing away, and so I was like, Emma, I can hear your conversation. This is probably not... Well, that was what I said. I was like, oh, hi, Emma, I can hear this conversation. And she was like, oh, hi, okay, don't worry about that. And I was like, you don't... And I was like, you don't really mean that, do you, that you love me? Because we've just met. And I was like giving her like a get out of clause, like get out of jail card for this, because it's quite an intense thing to say to someone you've known for 10 days. I really love you. And so I was like, you didn't mean that, did you? And she was like, no, I really meant it. I really am I'm really in love with you, Matt. And I was like, oh fuck, okay. And I was like, well, I don't, like, I obviously, like, we're getting to know each other, so I don't love you the same way, but I think you're really nice. And she was like, okay. And then she just thought she was never going to see me again. But I was very okay with it for some reason. I was like, oh, well, you know, she's a nice guy. I was kind of, I think generally I was probably just quite flattered, because obviously that's obviously a very nice thing for someone to say to you. It's kind of how I saw it. So it didn't scare me off, which was nice. I'm glad it didn't scare me off. But yeah, apparently it's very, like, she went home and was just like, I fucked it. Like, I would obviously not be there. Like, she's like, I've ruined it. I've fallen in love with this boy, and then I've told him, and now he's never going to talk to me again. So I thought that was very funny. Ha 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 ha. We laugh about it now. I was just like, what the fuck? How is this happening? It's very cute, exactly. It's very, I mean, it's very cute of her to say that. Well, that was kind of my view on it. I'd only ever gone out with girls that were, like, when I was at uni, there was a girl I really liked, and she was like, I'm not like, she was like, I'm emotionally, I can't like do this, you know, I'm too scared to put myself in that vulnerable position because I really like you and I don't want to, you know, go out with you and then break up. I'm really scared of that happening. And that's, if someone says that to you, you should definitely forget about them, because that's bullshit. That is a bullshit excuse. And I was like, but she was like stringing me along and being like, oh yeah, you know, I really want to go out with you, but I like you and I don't want to, you know, I had a messy breakup with my last boyfriend and I don't want that to happen again. That's all. Even if that is true, if someone really likes you, they'll go out with you. They won't string you along. It's all bullshit, that sort of stuff. And that was why I really liked it. Like, that's why what happened with Emma didn't really bother me. I was like, well, at least she's fucking, you know, open to it, you know. She's not like, oh, you know, I'm scared of letting you in and all that garbage. Like, if someone really likes you, they'll let you in, is my view on it. You know, obviously some people will have like emotional issues, and that's fine if they are willing to try. But this girl obviously wasn't even willing to try it, and that was why with Emma I was just like, oh, this is great. Someone really likes me. That's kind of my view on it. So hopefully, eventually, I will like her back. Otherwise, it's going to get very awkward. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just walking towards these. I just say it because I wasted a lot of time on a girl that clearly was not interested in like getting into a relationship. But if someone is interested, they'll just do it. You know, it's silly. I like her now. Now that we're getting married in 8 days, I'm definitely like her. Okay. Boom. I look great. I mean, I could look better, but I could also look worse. It's a nice backdrop. So what's this place then? I've been coming towards here. This looks like a very bad place for someone to come. I could try and snipe them. They don't. Oh no, danger. They can't do anything about it though because they're too far away. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna live stream the whole wedding. How about that? How will that treat you? Yeah, the fuck you door. Oh no. Right, how are we gonna? Yep. How do we get in here? I'm sure I probably just missed the door. Oh, here we go. No, but those are all on the top, aren't they? I'll just circle each of these. Oh, here's a door. Locked hard. Well, I'm not getting in there. There's doors at the bottom of the towers, yeah. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, that loading thing is really odd that I keep seeing. So the cool thing is, that's the sofa I'm going to be sitting on. In my, you know, in my videos, I sometimes sit on the sofa and I stand behind that. And when I'm standing, I'm by that picture. I'm filming tomorrow, and I won't be doing any of that anymore. It'll all be on that blue sofa. So it'll be and there's a nice backdrop of lots of pictures. I've got like a Rick and Morty picture, and a bunch of gaming pictures. I wonder what I've got for this. Have I got the Fat Man? We might as well use it if I've got it. Or do I only have the missile launcher? I've just got this. Yeah, we need to talk to someone. Ah! No. Shit. Nikola, Tesla, and you. There you go. I'll take another buff out. I'm just going to have all my food that I've got left over. I should have used the stealth boy. Right, here we go. Your helmet won't save you now. Sid is looking very regal over there. You can see all his little whiskers. I think this is quite a high level area. We're at the top of the map, so these guys are quite strong. They've got nothing on the Megaton settlers that all died in one hit. He's shooting. Ah! That person has a very good gun that is kicking my ass. It would help if I wasn't wearing a lab coat, I think. Let's put that on. So I think that's all the sort of stuff that happened with Emma. I wonder if there's anything else. That's kind of, I mean, in terms of like how we met, that kind of covers a lot of it. Oh, she's fucking. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so fucking dead. Oh my god, I won! I wonder if that was the last one. Shut the door, shut the door. Oh, that was the last person. I desperately need some health, though. I'm gonna put on this Stealth boy in case I die. We'll save. Oh, there we go. We can eat the bodies. Ideal. I should definitely have searched her first, though. Yeah, I don't see why eating bad guys is bad. You would think you'd gain karma for, you know, you're basically tidying up. Having a nice clean. But this isn't giving me much health, is it? I'm sure something is wrong with the health system at the moment. The mods that I installed earlier, I think have made it so that I can't heal very easily. Or something. Who doesn't love a shepherd's pie, am I right? I doubt I'm going to go down to find a shepherd's pie. Mainly because I know we don't have the required ingredients. Although it's very odd that Emma hasn't come up and asked me about food. I'll just get all of this as well. Maybe we've been robbed. I always worry when I take off my VR headset that I will have been robbed. I've been blind and deaf for the last, like, 3 hours. I hope no one's broken in and stolen everything. So I don't know what this place is all about at all. Who's shooting me? Back off! Leave me alone. Oh, I'm gonna die. There's so many people here. Alright, we're gonna have to think of something. We're gonna have to take all the drugs. I mean, who would have thought? Beer, Buff Out, Ant Nectar for some reason, Jet, Med-X, Mentats, Mutfruit, Nuka-Cola, Nuka-Cola Quantum, Psycho, Rad-X, Radaway, Scotch, Squirrel Stew, all the stim packs. I've already taken whiskey. So let's look at our stats. What's the highest of our special skills now? Good grief, they're very high. Well, strength is the highest, so let's use a melee weapon. And just make a break for it, because obviously this isn't the best choice, because I've got low health. Oh wait, I can't get over there. Quick, up! There we go. Higher, it seems. That was... Oh, okay. What was the point in this? And who's shooting me? So I'm gonna make a break for it with the jump. I doubt I will be able to jump over to that side. Here we go. This will solve our problems. Yes! You blew him up good. Who else is shooting me? You! There we go. That was surprisingly easy. Oh no! Oh god, I thought I walked off there. Why am I here? This doesn't seem to go anywhere. I thought there was going to be like a... Oh, here we go. I wonder if hanging out up here would be fun. Just hanging out here and drinking whiskey and looking up. So there's no way to go to that one, but we can come into this one. Oh, my back is very sore. Oh, look, it's little gnomes. No, I'm enjoying your gnomes. You ruined the gnome collection. Right, here we go. What's going on? Oh, he ruined it. So there's electron charge packs. So I stand by that this is a good game, but there's definitely a lot less like stuff to do in these areas of the map, if you know what I mean. I feel like New Vegas kind of is a much more linear game than this, but as a result, they can kind of put more stuff in your way as you walk around, because you can't really explore randomly like this, because there's too many blocks, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm looking forward to playing it live with all of you guys. I think it's going to be really fun. But yeah, I'm really scared of getting married, because I'm worried about I'm worried about crying in front of everyone. It's not something I want to do. Not that there's anything wrong with crying in front of people, but I'm just very scared of, like, because I basically set up the whole day with Emma so that I basically don't have to say anything. All I have to say is my vows, which are only going to be like 3 or 4 sentences, and then everything else is fine. I'm just worried that like, because obviously vows are like really heartfelt, like why you love someone and you like look at them in the eyes and it's like your wedding day and you're both obviously look probably the nicest you've ever looked in your life, and then and then you just have to tell them, you know, why you love them. I'm just gonna be like, I think you're really nice, and just like burst into tears in front of like my entire extended family. I think I'm gonna die here. Ah, it's over, man. Because my brother, and again, there's nothing wrong with crying in front of people. I think crying has a real bad rep. I think it's fine to cry, but my brother is a real like lad's lad, and he cried in front of my whole family on his wedding day, because it was, you know, it was his wedding day, so he cried. Like everyone saw him cry, and that's fine. But because he's like a man's man, I always have made fun of him ever since. Even though there's nothing wrong with what he did, obviously. Why am I so bad at this game? And so I'm just worried that that's going to happen to me. Okay, so. Because I've been talking, I'm a little bit confused about where I am. I came from up here, didn't I? This is where I started. Yeah, I came from here. Oh, good. I'm dead. Right, I think we've done 2 hours now anyway, so I'm going to end it there. So thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. And I will be playing Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, and you'll have seen my new video, and I'll be a husband, which is cool. Link in Twitter bio. Bye, everyone. I hope you have a lovely time. I will see you very, very soon. Thank you all for watching. You're all beautiful. Bye.